The Motor City is moving forward. Less than 3 years after Detroit emerged from bankruptcy, it has a new light rail system and a more economically vibrant downtown.
I decided to move my business back to Detroit about 2.5 years ago with the mission to basically be a part of the change.
Longtime Detroiters and newly arrived millennials are piecing the city back together and transforming lives. Tamika Evans went from living in a homeless shelter to sewing coats for the homeless.
It's given me a way to get back on my feet for myself and my daughter. And I only see up from here.
Now, just as Detroit needs the federal government to continue investing to keep up that momentum, the administration of President Donald Trump is retreating from the social services business. It plans to cut back on funding for schools, healthcare, and aid to cities. And that has many here wondering if what they call the Detroit miracle is endangered.
Trump is a danger to every bit of progress that the United States has made. A lot of the growth that we had, a lot of the money that helped bring up some of these neighborhoods that were kind of down was federal dollars.
Detroit's recovery is far from complete. Outside of the city center, large areas still struggle with high levels of poverty and crime. When the auto industry largely left Detroit, so did its people. At one time, 2 million people called it home. Only about a third of that number now remain.
I think Detroit can get back to 1 million people. And that would be at least a generation, I would say, before we could get back to 1 million, if we get there at all.
But ask any Detroiter about the future these days, and you're likely to hear an optimistic answer.
What's happening in Detroit right now isn't because the government stepped in and said, you know what, we believe in Detroit again. It was, people in the city who said, you know what, I'm sick of my city getting a bad reputation. Let's do something to change it.
It's a long and blight-filled road back to normal, but people here say their city will get there. Hendren, Jazeera, Detroit.